Dyson, here we are. We're in the middle of a new week. Fife Flyers are coming up on Saturday. I mean, we keep saying it, every game's huge, isn't it? But this one in particular, there's a lot riding on this one, isn't there?
Yeah, there's no question that this is the biggest game of the year, and it's a team we need to beat. Obviously, we got three more games played than them. We're 1 point up. They scored with, I think, 2 minutes left to tie it up against Manchester there the other night, and ended up winning in a shootout. So that was a huge win for them. And they're playing really good. So we need to have a good couple days of practice here coming up. Work on our power play for sure, and then play a lot better than we did against Nottingham.
Now, you ended the weekend with that victory in Nottingham, a fantastic victory it was as well. Jordan County coming up good again. And it's important to keep these victories coming, isn't it? Give yourselves a fighting chance, although, as you've already mentioned, you've played more games than some of the others as well.
Yeah, every point's huge from the rest of the way out here. And then, we got those points against the, Sheffield, Cardiff, and you're not going to get those all the time. And I think we got a lot of games against those big teams that, we want to we're aiming for 500 against those guys, and then we need to beat the teams that are kind of in the lower end of the pack. And we know that. We know how the schedule works, and I think guys know the important games. I mean, they're all important from here on out, but some, especially this Saturday ones, very important for us.
Since starting to pick up those big victories, we're talking specifically about the Steelers game the other week that led into the Cardiff game last midweek, and then winning again against the Panthers on Sunday. Have you noticed a change in the team? Is there a real mentality shift about how they go about these games as we head into the run-in?
Yeah, I think the Sheffield game was huge for us. I said it many interviews here that we hadn't beaten a top end team for a while, and then to go into Sheffield and on the road, and beat those guys. And I don't think Jonesy was there, so playing short and beat those guys was huge just for our confidence. And then you got a little more confidence going into the game, and I think that's huge against those big teams. And we've been playing well. I think our starts have been really good. Obviously, Nottingham was our worst start of the year by far, but other than that, our starts have been really good. I think there's a lot of games this year where we've had a 2-on-1 or a breakaway early in the game. We just haven't scored, and we're kind of doing that a little more now, and it's helping us out.
Of course, the last two wins have seen Jordan County come up with big late goals as well to claim the points. How important is it to have someone like that who's in the right position to do that for the team and really help the team?
Yeah, it's been good. Everyone's been playing well. Our top lines have been doing what they're supposed to do. And they work hard. I think that's the most important thing is, we got a lot of skilled guys, but if they're not working, they don't really mean much to us. But right now we got our skilled guys working to win hockey games. They're not playing for themselves right now. Not that they were before, but they're playing for just the team. And that's what we look for as, coaching staff and just teammates, is you want guys, your skilled guys playing for, not their point production, but to win hockey games. And I think, once they start working hard doing that, good things happen to them. And that's what's been working for County is, he's been going hard to the net and putting pucks on net and scoring some big goals.
Tell us about the impact of Nicholas Tikkanen and Jeff Solo since they've come into the team. Certainly from the outside looking in, they've helped a lot. But what's it like working with those guys?
Yeah, big. I mean, I wish I could have had them in 2 months ago. I was playing defense. Shabbat was playing defense, and then we had, we were only playing with 4 or 5 defense, even with a forward back there. So it was tough. And like I've been saying the whole time, we just needed depth. We need more than that, but we just needed depth right at a certain point, and we got that with them. But then they, they work hard. They've been good for us. Soul's a heart and soul guy who works hard, blocks shots, and then Tikkanen's, like I said, more skilled and he's more skilled power play guy. I'm hoping to get our power play going here as it's not been great of late. But no, they've just been huge, adding depth, and then, like I said, we get a forward back up front that we've been missing.
So back to the game on Saturday then. Fife Flyers, of course, big points coming up, a 4-pointer, you might call it as well. They've got the game on Friday as well against the Manchester Storm, one I assume you will be watching carefully. Where are their big strengths? Where do you see them as a danger?
Yeah, well, every time we play them, their goalie's really good. Owen plays really well against us. I know he's had some games where he hasn't done great this year, but it seems every time we play him, we get a lot of shots. I think we outshoot him mostly every time, especially at home when we play him, and he does well for them. And then they got some skill up front. The Phillips kid has got a good shot, and then the Lawrence kid, and then they got some size. They work hard. They're a hardworking team. I mean, there's no question they don't have the skill the big teams have, but they work hard every night. And then, like I said, their goalie gives them a chance to win every night, and that's kind of what you need as a team. So, we need to get a lot of shots. We need to get traffic on the goalie. I think we need to just worry about out shooting them and then playing good defensively, stay out of the box. Every time we get into penalty trouble lately, it's been costing us. So, staying out of the box and off the refs is going to be very important as well.
And of course, it's the only game of this weekend for the Clan this weekend, so there's no travel to worry about. Does that help, the fact you've only got the one game to concentrate on and it's at home?
Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely helps. More rest. You're at home. You're in your own bed. I mean, I think guys will be thinking about it more. Obviously, like myself, I'll be thinking about it a lot more. That well, we only have one game, and it's very important. But I think that's good. I mean, it's not like we got a full week here. We only got a few days left to think about it, and it's going to be good for us coaching staff to get it through the guys' minds for the next couple of days that this is the most important game of the year, and it could potentially be our playoff hopes, or it could turn us up in the standings and put us in the right direction. So I think guys realize that. We've talked about it a lot, especially with the games of late. But the more they realize that, and the more guys start thinking about how important this game is, I think the better.
And as we speak, this is only Wednesday, but we're talking about a couple of hundred tickets left as well, so it's going to be a noisy one as well. And getting those fans right behind you is going to be huge, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. No, our fan support's been great all year. That hasn't been a problem. I think the team's been through some ups and downs throughout the season, and we've always been really lucky with having the fans there, even when we were going on our losing streaks. And I say it every interview. I said you don't see that in Canada and America. If you lose a bunch of games, people just stop coming, and it's kind of been the opposite here. And then we're winning some more now, and it's just getting more and more filled up. So we're really excited to have them, and obviously playing at home, biggest game of the year. It's going to be exciting.